Today we're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on three-star running back Bryan Jackson, who signed with USC. We're going to look at his highlights. We're going to look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. But before we do all this, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're talking about the 2024 recruiting class every single day this offseason, player by player. You need to know what your players are looking like before they hit the field for your team, so you know a little something about them. That being said, let's take a look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes, you will get there. But he is listed as a three-star prospect here with 24/7 Sports, ranked as the 77th best ATH in the class, 44th best in the composites, 642 nationally, 6 foot 240. We're a thick running back. His position is running back. That being said, he received 33 offers. He received 33 offers and is considered a three-star. That is very interesting. And then you look at the schools: USC, Alabama, Arkansas, Auburn, Baylor. Some Power 5 programs. 642nd best in the nation, but 33 college programs thought he was good enough to get an offer. And a lot of them, or a good portion of them, Power 5 programs. We don't have a scouting report. 2022, 1,600 yards, 23 touchdowns. That's some good production there. That's good to see. That's a good sign that we got a good running back prospect here. We're enrolled with USC. Tulsa was after him. 2023, 622 rushing yards. Indicator here that it must have been an injury, because the production really fell off after a 1,600-yard season. That being said, that might be the reason why he fell in the rankings. But college football didn't care. College football didn't care. You're going over here to On3. Three-star prospect. Ranked 51st among running backs with On3. 45th on ESPN. Rivals, 26th. Rivals has him ranked 26th, which is very interesting there. 6 foot 200. That's vastly different from what we're seeing on 24/7 Sports. I imagine he got thicker over time. But looking at some of the other schools, Texas, Texas A&M, SMU. We're a Texas boy, that makes sense. Oklahoma, TCU. Very important too, just in case he hits the portal and any of these schools have some running back issues. He might make the transfer to there or a lower program, but something to pay attention to. But he's a three-star. We have major Power 5 programs after him. Seems like he's getting ducked on by the recruiting websites. Don't have a scouting report for either On3 or 24/7 Sports, but that's okay. That's why I'm here. We're going to be looking at the highlights. We're going to see what he's about. Let me know what you think in the comments below. 7 minutes and 43 seconds. First off, just looking at him, I see some thickness there, which is very encouraging. Some thick legs. I like that. We're in the backfield. Seeing it quick. Got some pop there. Got some pop for a bigger running back. Definitely see some thickness to him and a good frame. Good balance there. Already looks like a college back. Alright. I kind of got a gauge of how I would approach him in a scouting report. Definitely see it. He's getting thicker. He looks thicker on that one. Probably the white pants. What you got here, and you have to really categorize your running backs for what you want, especially you're rolling with committees anyways. And also, you want to really look at the upside for what they can be, likely to be, and could be, whatever. I'm seeing a running back with good vision, with good pop off the step, with good size. He's not a back you're going to be considered as the change of pace home run back, but a good grinder between the tackles. He's got good power, good contact balance. Backs, I'm not going to make comparisons. I mean, I saw 5 plays already, but think of like an Audric Estime type of running back, something like that. A running back that can just all of a sudden come out of nowhere due to this. Just him having good contact balance, good vision, getting to the hole, being tough to tackle. Good pop. Look at that move. Look at that. Big and shifty. Big and shifty, which is a very nasty combination. So when you look at that for the upside, that's what you definitely see. I've seen other running backs too with size do some things, kind of like a Ramondre Stevenson back in the day, but it's not a comparison. I'm just saying you got to categorize your running backs when you're looking at your committees. You know where he's going to be at. You're going to use him. You're going to pound him between the tackles like this. He's nasty at it too. You're going to allow him to get a lot of touches. If he's hot and he's on fire, he's going to get a boatload of touches. He can handle a full workload. Look at that. Definitely can. Look at that. Getting low at the point of contact. Holding it down. Very strong at contact. Very strong running back with good balance and good pop. And then you have your change of pace guy come in. You got your fastball. You got your changeup. You're using them intermittently. He could be a threat at USC. He could have a definite role there over time. Remember, we're looking at recruits here. Freshmen. He's got some pop in the second level. He's got some speed there. That pop in the second level, that burst, combined with his size, is very intriguing. That allows him to get a lot of pop at the point of contact, a lot of power. His ability to get low, that bend. We're also in the point of rankings. You gotta know that not every running back should be categorized the same, and not every running back should be looked upon as like the top running backs, like a Nate Frazier. You have to look at their upside, where they could tap into that at. It's between the tackles. It's doing the dirty work. It's that vision. It's that balance. The ability to get low at the point of contact. The shiftiness. The shiftiness for a big guy too. Look how thick those legs are. Boom. Quick cutter. Here's a quick cutter. Like I mentioned earlier, is Audric Estime. He ran a 4.71 40-yard dash. He was very productive at Notre Dame. He's got some pop, though. Audric Estime, had an 80-yard run last year. And on top, 38 runs of 10-plus or more. And then, 15 of 25 or more. Ran 4.71. Yeah, he's very assertive. That assertiveness adds to speed, makes his speed more deceptive on tape. So if you watch the pull away at the end, that might confuse you, but the assertiveness, the ability to make those quick decisions and just be aggressive with it, combined with the power and the balance and the burst, makes him very nasty, makes him very dangerous. He moves laterally very well. I can definitely see why the recruiting sites were down on him, because I know about these recruiting sites, if they don't have the verified times for the 100s off the track, and I imagine they're looking at his tape, they're going to push him down some. But he got 30 offers. I can definitely see where he can carve out a role. Pretty much a lot of top-tier collegiate pro. I can definitely see where he can, if he taps into his upside, what it means if he plays well in practice, plays to his best, where he can carve out a role and be productive, be important to his team as a banger back. Maybe more if we start hitting, start firing. I can definitely see that. I don't see where he should be ranked in 600s of overall, like it said in 24/7 composite, or in the 50 range of running backs. If you receive 30 offers and college football said, hey, we kind of want that, they want that. Look how quick he gets low at the point of contact. Like, you got to see things for what they are when it comes to running backs, and you got to really know, like, the landscape too, and you got to understand the difficulty of a player going from the high school level to the college level, and then also, like, you just gauge the upside, and you say, hey, if we tap into it, we get this. If we don't tap into it, we know what's going to happen. That's with every player. But what I'm seeing is good vision, good patience. He's also very assertive and aggressive, lots of power. Very assertive decision-making. Look at that. Look at that. You're telling me that a lot of backfields in the country doesn't want to back like this? A big bowling ball back with good vision, moves laterally well? Shoot, some backfields with some good running backs still want him in their committee. They're like, yeah, we'll take you. They may only give him a few handoffs a game because they're stacked at running back. Once he's developed and ready to go. But they want it. They want that. This is the running back you don't see too often. I can tell you this because we covered the top 30, 40 running backs in this class. I can tell you that with certainty. Covered all the 4-stars for sure. Some 3-stars. Can't really get into the numbers there. I can't remember offhand. I can tell you that. And it's not like I've done it all over a course of like a year. I've done it all in the last like 2 or 3 months. I can tell you, he hangs in his class when it comes to talent, and he gives you something different. And that difference adds to his value. This is a very good running back prospect. I like him a lot. For what he is, I like him a lot. I think he's got a lot of upside. I think he can play for a lot of teams in this country, honestly, due to his skill set, because you're not going to catch many running backs like him on the open market, in the transfer portal, in the recruiting process, going to the NFL game. If you're looking for a running back like this is the guy you need to put a stamp on. USC definitely did that. They definitely did that. A lot of collegiate programs did. This is why the recruiting sites are missing out on this, because they're not thinking about the full picture here. Of course, upside, tapping into it, that's with every prospect, right? That's with every prospect. There's 30, 40 running backs ranked ahead of them, and most of them are not going to do that. But again, when you look at the full picture here, you can definitely see the pathway if he starts firing up to the upside to where he can be productive at USC. So he's a player you should not be sleeping on, because he's going to be a good banger back. He moves laterally very well for his size, very assertive. He's also twitched up good for his size, has a lot of power. Not only that, gets low at the point of contact, pulls away a little bit, and he doesn't need to, because his role is going to be those first 2 downs, maybe more. Maybe more, because we do see running backs like this on the college level get more touches than what you would expect. Especially he starts catching passes out of the backfield. We didn't see that on this tape, but usually at the high school level, you just hand him the ball. You don't have to deal with the quarterback misfiring or anything like that. It's a hot knife through butter. He averaged 6 yards per carry. Just give him the ball. Just hand it over to him. Let him run people over. That's what you do at the high school level. Maybe he catches more out of the backfield than what you're going to notice here on these highlights too. Maybe we'll see that USC. They lost Brandon Lloyd. They're going to be filling the back end of their depth chart here. He's going to be competing. He's got some upside. He's a difference maker. He can really help out this depth chart, and he can help out a lot of depth charts in college football. He's a different type of running back. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.